J-term class is short film, and the focus is making a 5-minute short film on any topic, any theme, and any style actually. So they can do stop motion, they could do animation, they could do live action, they could do silent film, anything that they wanted. They're learning a range of things from collaboration, problem solving, through the actual techniques of filming and editing using iMovie. I decided that I wanted to do that because we have had some interesting short films for the speech contests, which is what IHSSA is, the Iowa High School Speech Association. And I wanted to do more with that. And students beforehand had done that by themselves, pretty much without my help. So I wanted to learn more myself. So needing to figure out how to teach to others made that kind of important. From a teacher standpoint, it was very interesting to teach in a longer block than a 48 or 50-minute class period. So that's been a lot of fun. I don't know how students have felt about it, but I think the long work times for my purposes have been pretty relaxing and really efficient for students. I don't know about a regular lit class in 3 hours. I'm not sure how I would make that work.
We are in short filmmaking, and we just learned how to storyboard, how to edit properly, and we're just making basically a 5-minute video about anything of our choice with a group member.
I really like just making videos. We get to leave the school and just kind of make our own decisions, and we just can do whatever we want, which is kind of nice. I mean, we can make the video about our own choice.
We've learned a wide range of things, how to, kind of what I had said earlier about how to properly edit and make sure that your video is not boring in any areas, and make sure that your story's clear of what you're doing. It's not just a bunch of rambled messages and videos. It all has to tie together in some way.
I mean, one thing, we get to leave campus, and then another thing is we just kind of get to make our own decisions, like I said, and we can just do whatever we want, or not really do whatever we want, but we can decide what our video is going to be about and have it be our own choice, which is really nice.
I think it's pretty exciting compared to the other ones that we had heard about part of this J-term. This was my first pick. It was definitely not a waste of time. We really enjoy what we've been doing.
There are 3 units. First, demographics of crime, who commits crime. Second, how are these people different than you and I, the mind of a psychopath. And then third, examples of how do the police use profiling to catch these crazy guys. I did a survey last year of all my students of ideas that I had as far as what I would be interested in teaching, and I gave it to all my classes so I could get an idea what classes the students would be interested in. And I teach a class called Criminal Justice, and so I had called it Criminal Justice 2, and that was the class that most of the students said they would be interested in. It's based on the series Criminal Minds, and so is that show realistic, and how do profilers really use profiling in order to catch criminals? Is it a real thing? As well as how the mind of the criminals are different than you and I, and hopefully we are. The students did take a psychopathology test to see if in fact they were crazy.
We're learning about sociopaths and psychopaths and famous serial killers, and watching Criminal Minds and trying to analyze these killers. The project that we're doing right now is really interesting. We're supposed to pick a serial killer and research them and look into the FBI documents about them, and it's just been really interesting. I've learned a lot about serial killer characteristics and what type of people are prone to crime and who might become a serial killer.